Following the adventures at Peach's castle in Super Mario 64, Mario and the crew plan a relaxing vacation to Isle Delfino. Although shortly after arriving, it's clear that plans must change. Mario is charged for the defacing of the resort island and put responsible for cleaning the mess. But is a little graffiti the only crime Mario is responsible for? From references to famous horror stories to more unsettling eels, let's dive into the horror hidden under the paint of Super Mario Sunshine. As most major Mario titles do, Super Mario Sunshine took advantage of the next-gen console. GameCube was released a year prior and opened up the door for many games to advance their performance and graphics. While this was obviously a plus, heavy censorship wasn't quite the main focus of the early 2000s. While there was no this, there was still this. We will address this eel later, but many textures and models were oddly created. Some being creepy, but others weird and unsettling. First up, we have the goop-like piranha plants. I'm not sure what it is with these guys, but they come up quite a bit early on, and then suddenly fade off. These mini-bosses appear 5 times, 1 on the airstrip, 3 in the Delfino Plaza, and 1 in Bianco Hills. The airstrip version may be sporting bright colors, but all others are just dark and unsettling blobs of mass, often filling large areas and pulsating with black smoke emerging from the center. Even Shadow Mario had an uncomfortable design. His transparent blue skin and red eyes was only accompanied by weird-feeling animations, such as his long tongue and the unsettling feeling the first time we see him stand on water, staying suspended in the air after the floor dissipates underneath him. Super Mario Sunshine adds odd touches to death that we normally don't see in other Mario titles. It's actually rather violent when you realize the fine details thrown into certain situations. Take the Gooper Blooper boss fight for example. This boss fight features a large squid who never actually does anything wrong. We break him out of confinement just to dismember all his limbs and send him flying to his doom. This not only happens once or twice, but 3 times. And to make matters worse, we go out of our way the 3rd time to the corner of a complex maze just to deliver the same fate we have numerous times before. This is rather uncommon in Mario titles. Typical boss fights are merely throwing an enemy or hitting something in their direction. Mario Sunshine features numerous unique boss mechanics such as shooting missiles and bloating a piranha plant. In most Mario titles, after defeating a boss, they merely poof into thin air. After all, this is a children's game. But Mario Sunshine features many enemies simply melting and disintegrating after death. I understand that this is simply expanding upon the idea that they're made out of paint, but seeing Petey Piranha's corpse slowly turn into a mucky brown goop is nothing less than an unsettling moment. While Mario has certainly shied away from its creepy side as years go on, it seems as if the eel is nothing less than a meme at this point. Directors continue to keep involving him in unsettling scenarios, and Mario Sunshine is no different. Before Sunshine, the last time we saw an eel was here, so seeing the title card, Eely Mouth's Dentist, already gets players wishing they skipped this stage. Previously in Noki Bay, we unplugged a large waterfall that led directly to a suspicious hole in the water. The only information given is to enter the hole, so players don't exactly know what to expect. You follow the guide and enter the hole and get a preview of the stage. Happy music plays and you get a sigh of relief. As fast as you are relieved is how quickly the tension builds as you slowly descend toward 4 glowing eyes at the bottom of the pit. What's worse is that this descent takes over 30 seconds, leaving players plenty of time to wonder what the hell is going to happen. The worst scenario is this eel shoots up and swallows you whole. Well, that's exactly what happens. Right when you finally make it close to the eel's head, it begins to spin, rise, and open its mouth wide. Toxic bubble tears emerge, and the whole level is honestly terrifying. The scariest part about the eel is the head, and the only way to get the shine is to stay hovered slightly above the teeth, so that doesn't ease any feeling us 8-year-olds had when playing this level for the first time. What's even creepier is that the eel has an entire stomach, made and rendered, that stretches uncomfortably far past the mouth and throat of the creature. There have been some theories that the original purpose of the mission involved venturing through the stomach, so let's say that we lucked out on solving a mere cavity. The typical sunshine and cheer that goes along with a resort vacation seems to be missing in all parts of Isle Delfino. Well, this would make sense, given that a blue apparition of Mario is flooding the island with goop and mischief. Luckily, this doesn't last forever. You may not even realize it, but Super Mario Sunshine progressively gets happier as you collect more shine sprites. As you progress through worlds and even the hub, you will notice life slowly being brought back to this island of paradise. But with every end, there must be a beginning. All stages, including the hub world, start off with a grim and gray undertone. Buildings are splattered with unsettling goop, and Pinas are left unhappy. While nothing is outright frightening about this, it is rather depressing. World after world are left abandoned and overturned to a mess of infected water and terrified civilians looking for their homes back. Hotel Delfino is the horror-themed stage that all Mario titles share at least one of. Surprisingly though, I think this is the least scary ghost world out of all the 3D games. The hotel may be haunted, but the ghosts are mostly bright pink that float to the sound of charming hotel music. You never feel alone, as the Pinas don't seem to be afraid enough to leave, and the outdoors is home to a relaxing beach. There are some additions to this world that do need noting though. One being the terrifying paper-thin manta that practically covers the beach. God, I hate this mission. The Phantom Manta actually goes a stage deeper. Has anyone read The Shining? Well, if you have, there's a moment at the end of the book that references a large obscene manta that engulfs a hotel featured in the novel. The manta is described to be paper-thin and shreddable. Sound familiar? Not necessarily scary, but an interesting horror fact nonetheless. While Super Mario Sunshine just missed the title of being the first Mario 3D game, it's still a staple in the evolution of game capabilities. GameCube featured a way to apply smoother and more detailed graphics and game mechanics. This led to game developers to test the waters on new ways of approaching boss battles and the aesthetic of the game. That's why we see plenty of unique characteristics of Mario Sunshine that we don't seem to see from typical Mario 3D titles. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more breakdowns and disturbing levels in children's games, feel free to click that subscribe button. If you want to see more additions to the Everything Scary series, let me know by pressing that like button. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.